Hey guys, so today we're going to look at two variations of the Messi feint. Basically, he does it more with like the inside of his foot. So typically it's the outside of the foot, but sometimes it's a bit of a hard angle. And I told before there's a variation where he does a skip, but I find generally that's better for when either the defender's tracking you or you're in a tight space and you can't really dribble like forward with the ball. So here's the first variation. So as Messi goes to the ball, you see that left foot kind of swings in like this, and then I'm not too sure if he grazes the ball with the inside of his foot, but he probably doesn't. But he hits it over there, and then does his feint, his normal, upright body, like extended leg, drop shoulder before going to the other side. One thing I want to note before we see how I do it is see when he comes in, like. I think when I do it about here. He really like scoops his leg into when it's like left to the ball. So once he gets here, this is like more of a less natural position with the ball, slightly to the right of his left knee. So here's my attempt. So I think it's fairly straightforward, except you see when you get here. I think in this case I should have my foot like land a bit over there. You see Messi's is a bit over there. So as a result, when I plant my foot, you see it's a little too wide, even though the ball's to the right of my knee. So I've got to experiment with putting it there. I think that way I can go a bit more forward when I extend my leg. And I think the rest is okay for now. It's a variation where he kind of grazes the ball with the inside toe before pretty much doing the same move. So as Messi goes towards the ball, you see that foot just grazes the ball slightly, and before it does the same thing, goes over to the side, drops that shoulder, and moves over to the side. One thing to notice, it's a bit of an awkward angle, so he can't be perfectly upright, but I think he tries to be as upright as he can because it helps with that maneuverability to go over to the other side and potentially cut into the inside as well. Okay, here's my attempt at this dribble. Let's just look at frame by frame. So see as we approach the ball and then graze the side. So notice over here, see at this point, our feet kind of like sticks out there. Messi's foot is already off the ground, so it kind of tells me, it's kind of like before. He kind of does like a stop hop with the right foot, and then kind of just grazes and just doesn't touch the ground for long before going to the side. Where you see me kind of like I plant a little too on. See, it's still like stuck until I almost hit plant with my right foot. And also, I see my legs. I think they're a little too far apart. I think Messi, I don't think he extends it as much. So that's something you can experiment with. Actually, this is the variation I mentioned before with like the skip feint. So you see as Messi, goes towards the defender. You see that right foot hops like this. I find this is generally useful for, like as I mentioned, when you're in a tighter space. You see like just defenders around him. He doesn't have too much space to run forward. So kind of do this to see whether you want to like feint and go to the side or just do an inside cut down the line. Generally, I try not to do that because I think I'd rather just take one step and feint and go to the other side. If I'm doing this, if I don't have to waste too much time, so I can just quickly go by the defender as fast as I can.